Hello, my fabulous 70. Welcome to another episode of Positivity for Disabilities. In episode 1, I briefly touched on a few of my aversions as an ASD person, so today I'm going to be expanding on that topic. So I know it's been requested that I talk more about my diagnosis by one of my viewers, but as of right now, I did touch on that a little bit in episode 1, but what I had in episode 1 is basically what I had gathered. So I'll have to find out the other information because I don't really remember a whole lot of it. So this is a little bit of an expansion on one of the topics in the first episode. So let's get started, and I have a list of stuff that I'm going to read off of to find that. So these are the things that, these may actually be some stuff that normal people don't like too, but these are the things that may bother me at points. So let's get okay, I'm going to do it in categories. So the first category is smells. So there, in no particular order, is bleach, vinegar, lemon, peppers. That one is not that it burns my nose, makes my eyes water. It's just not fun. So it's not that I can't be around peppers. But if you're going to have a jar, like, for example, like if you had like a jar of peppers and I happen to be there, if you don't leave it open for me to smell it. Like, no. That's the part I don't like. Now, I'll eat them like in salsa and stuff, but I don't really like the smell. Oranges. Again, that's another citrus thing. I don't know why I don't like that. Like the lemon and the orange scents. I just don't. I mean, I like lemonade and I like orange juice, but I don't like if there's a lemon or an orange scented candle, I don't like that. So I have no explanation for that. It just is what it is. Alcohol, whether it be rubbing alcohol or the kind that you drink, I don't like the smell of that. Just don't like it. Ammonia. If you don't know what that is, for little ones that may not know, that's the stuff they use when they mop the floor sometimes. And then a couple of these are like plants things. Lavender, not one of my favorite scents. And then there's eucalyptus. That one's, I just don't like it. There's several others that I don't like as far as smells, but these are just the ones that I could come up with off the top of my head for this list. The next category is sounds. So home alarms. Now, we have one of these at my dad's and at my mother's. So, like, and I don't mean, like, if the alarm beeps because someone's entering, that bothers me. But, like, if it's accidentally set off, like, it's, at least the ones that I've heard sound like a really loud, deafening siren. And, yeah. Because, I mean, I used to, when stuff like that would happen and the alarm would go off, I would freak out and be like, oh my gosh. Like, that would be the point where I would cover my ears and just be like, ah! But now, that I'm older, my first thought is, how do I turn this off? That's how I do with that. Obviously, sirens, gunshots, like the sound of like a hammer loud voices. So, I mean, even if you're not yelling at me, if you sound like you have like a really loud voice, that's going to freak me out a little bit. Or, so like, if you have your TV, if I'm over at someone's house and they have their TV turned up to like 30 or something, or 40, I'm just gonna be like, yeah. If I go quiet, or I'm either going to ask if we can turn the TV down, or I'll be like really quiet. And that's a sign. If I am being really quiet and like staring off into space, that's usually a sign that I am overwhelmed, or that the environment that I am in is too noisy. And if it's really intolerable, I will oftentimes walk out of the room just to try to get away from it, if possible. Again, this is not all of them. These are just the ones that I could come up with off the top of my head. The next thing is colors and lights. Now, I love things that are colorful, but there's a few colors that it's not really a matter of me liking or not liking these colors, but the colors I'm about to name are the ones that it just hurts my eyes when I look at them. So if you've ever seen those old, like the school computers, like when they turn on, and maybe it's one of those error message screens, it's a bright blue. So that color, I don't know really what you call that blue or what anyone else calls it, but I'm going to call it bright computer screen blue. That really hurts my eyes. Like anything that's like bright fluorescent, like the reflective, some of these are colors that you might find on a reflective jacket of a traffic guard or whatever. Fluorescent yellow and green. I can tolerate orange for whatever reason. I still don't like the fluorescent orange, but I can at least tolerate it. But you will most likely never see me actually wear that color. Just saying. Strobe lights, or any, because to me, like strobe lights to me are the lights that flash really quickly and spin. So, and it's not that I like the idea of strobe lights because they change color and they move and they're cool, but to actually look at them for extended periods of time, it honestly just makes me dizzy. After a certain period of time, it will make me feel dizzy, and just, this is probably going to be gross to you guys, just a warning, but I found this out at my first homecoming, that extended exposure to strobe lights will make me dizzy and make me want to throw up. So that's not fun of it. Just going off of the strobe lights rapidly, I can handle flashing lights, but if it's something that goes like really fast flashing, that hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes to look at it. Really bright lights, same thing. And textures. Anything that's like itchy or scratchy, for example, like a beard, like if someone has a beard or a mustache or something, don't expect me to get too close to your face, because I don't like feeling that against me. And another thing, I was reading on Twitter about this one girl that she was trying to find she did not like soft textures. But I like soft textures. So like I like fluffy blankets and all that stuff. But when it comes to having it in my clothes, I like stuff that's comfy and soft, but not too soft. So, like, that's the only way I know how to explain it. And that was the textures category, by the way. Now this is the other category. Some of these things are just things that make me nervous or overwhelm me that I'm fixing the list here. The first one on here is making phone calls to strangers without having time to prepare. So that one might sound a little silly to you guys, but for me, this is something I recently discovered I could do through YouTube. So anyway, when I know I have to make a phone call, I will now write down notes of what I need to say, because a lot of times I'll get on the phone, before I call, I'll think I'll know what I want to say, and then as soon as I get on there, I freeze up. So I'll write down exactly what I want to say, and I'll call and then read off the page. Which is a funny thing, I actually have to do that today. I have to call my doctor's office, and I have to take care of some other thing that I'm not going to discuss on here. The second thing on here is, now just keep him, for those of you that tend to take things literally, I don't mean like literally having a million things to do. So I don't like it when I have like a million things to do in a single day, whether they be at home or not. It just, when I have to do a ton of things in a single day, it's makes very overwhelming. It's just not fun, and it's just like and any non-enjoyable activity that takes longer than 30 minutes is just, it's not that I can't do something that takes like an hour, but it tests my patience for real. Now, this doesn't really affect much. Last minute schedule changes. That's another thing that just bugs me. It's just a pet peeve. It's not anything that, if there's a schedule, sometimes I will have a little bit of a freak out about a last minute schedule change, but there's no like major thing about it. Like, or anything like that. Being rushed. So yeah, I don't really know how to explain that one. So you're just gonna have to, however you interpret that. Anyways, that's it for today's episode of Positivity for Disabilities. And I'm gonna go make my phone calls after I finish this video, and because I was hoping that if I filmed it after I did one of these, since always feels like so much more confident and ready to do anything after filming one of these. So I was hoping maybe if I called after I did this, that I would do a lot better. So I'm trying it. Anyways, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram at lgrace1226, and add me on Snapchat. Thanks for watching. Bye!